There's a lot of good work out there on Wattpad and people are starting to notice, so I thought I'd point out some work you need to check out and put on your reading list. There's no particular order to this list, and while I usually read horror and sci-fi, if you see some YA or romance, don't freak out, okay? So get ready to add some new stuff to your TBR list. Let's go. Worst impressions. 248,000 reads. This is a 69-part story from Clarissa North. It's a Pride and Prejudice remix. Beth Bennett, a poor girl in a fancy boarding school, faces class prejudice and romance when the school goes co-ed and she meets arrogant Will Darcy. Elizabeth Beth Bennett wasn't born in the same circle as the other girls at Netherfield Academy, but her mother's advantageous third marriage has allowed her to enjoy the world. Now she's at the end of her education and is looking forward to what lies beyond. That is, if she can make it to the end of the term in one piece. In a bid to bring in more students, the academy is going co-ed and has brought in the boys early to test the waters. Among them are Charlie Bingley, a cheerful boy with a soft spot for Beth's best friend, Jenny. His companion, William Darcy, isn't at all pleased with the situation, or with Beth for that matter. While Beth tries to avoid interacting with the boys whenever possible, it seems fate is determined to throw them together. Running with Scissors, 242,000 reads. This is by Sam LeFou, and it is a 42-part story that is available on Paid Stories. Diagnosed with a terminal illness, Peter Katz hires a hitman to take himself out. But when a cure is discovered, Peter's got to outrun the assassin to stay alive. When douchebag lawyer Peter Katz gets diagnosed with terminal cancer, he wants to die painlessly. Still, death seems to elude his every attempt, so he hires an assassin to kill him at a random time and place within the month. Unfortunately for Peter, right after he orders a hit, a treatment is discovered that would add decades to his life. Now Peter Katz has to start running until the month-long deadline ends. Desperate to survive, he has to deal with tall dwarves, unionized suicide workers, art terrorism, and all the insanity that being alive has to offer. Will he make it to the end of the month, or will Peter Katz live a life's worth of craziness in however many days he has left? Okay, next up is Becoming Bionic. It has 26,000 reads and it's a 58-part story by Zoe Blessing. This is ongoing right now, so there's going to be more parts added. A teen with a degenerative disease lets her genius parents replace her legs with cybernetics, only to awake 6 months later to discover her parents had disappeared, and that maybe more than her legs were replaced. Ilara has been stuck in a wheelchair most of her life thanks to a degenerative disease. When her parents, both experts in their fields, offer to replace her legs with robotic ones, she agrees despite misgivings. Upon waking from the procedure, she finds out she's been unconscious for more than 6 months. Her parents are missing. The bunker she's been living in has been destroyed, and the world is losing an epic battle against Fade, a rogue AI. It seems unlikely she'll get a chance to catch up on The Bachelor now. Her newfound ability to walk is an accomplishment that pales in comparison to all that's gone wrong. Her father seems to be the key to either defeating Fade or making the AI unstoppable. As she unravels the mystery of Fade's intent, she makes a few alarming discoveries about herself. Like maybe she's had more than just her legs replaced. Love is the Drug, 109,000 reads. This is a 76-part story from Tamara Lush. He's the perfect boyfriend in every way, but one. I can't believe Griffin Davis wants me. Griffin Davis, who's 7 years older and used to be my brother's best friend. Griffin Davis, who's heart-stoppingly handsome, lives in a beautiful house on the beach and drives a Porsche. Griffin Davis, who refused to touch me until I turned 18, and when I did, worshipped and adored me in every possible way. He's the kindest person I've ever met, and treats me like a precious object. Breakfast in bed, snuggles on Sunday mornings, flowers every week. He gave me a credit card with no spending limit, bought me a pair of Jimmy Choos, and is paying my college tuition. When I was 9, I said I wanted to marry him, and it looks like my childhood wish could come true. There's only one catch. He's one of Miami's biggest drug lords. This comes with a content warning. This book contains graphic references to trauma, sex, drug use, and sexual assault. Mermaids and Vampires, You Love Them, 12.6 million reads on Wattpad, 37-part story by Brittanie Charmintine. Everyone knows mermaids and vampires can't date, but when a mermaid ends up at a boarding school with a smoking hot vampire for a roommate, Will love take a bite? Just before her senior year of high school, mermaid Waverly Fishwater learns she's being transferred to a cross-cultural boarding school for supernaturals. But reckless gods, single-minded werewolves, and virtuous fairies are the least of her troubles. West Marion Heights has vampires, and mermaid blood is their favorite snack. So Waverly has to learn who to trust, and fast. Especially since one of her new roommates is a vampire, who's way too hot for her to handle. But just when she started, if Waverly is to expose the evil scheme and get back to her normal teenage problems, or protective parents, math homework avoidance, and maybe, just maybe, getting a boyfriend, she's going to have to accept the help of a ragtag group of classmates. Will her plans be a supernatural catastrophe, or can Waverly rally this eccentric band of heroes to save the day? So that's it for the list of books you can add to your to-be-read list. There's a heck of a lot more on Wattpad and still a lot of brilliant writers to discover. We'll bring some more content next week. So yeah, peace out.